Today's video is brought to you by the Ridge wallet, ridge.com/PIMPNITE. The Ridge is a quality, minimalistic front pocket product designed to upgrade from the old, bulky wallet. The Ridge is slim, RFID blocking, holds up to 12 cards and room for cash. It also has over 30,000 5-star reviews. The Ridge wallet comes in a whole range of styles, including carbon fiber, forged carbon, titanium, and many other styles to suit your needs. Ridge also offers other great accessories like phone cases, bags, mobile charging, knives, and a lot of other great quality products. Take advantage of the free shipping so you can get it fast, free returns if you don't like it, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee. Get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/PIMPNITE. That's right, ridge.com/PIMPNITE, and use code PIMPNITE, link in the description. Thanks Ridge for the channel sponsor and to all those who have purchased their products. What's up, issue? For today's video, we're in full attack boosting ability Pokemon team. This is all about abilities that actually help out and boost the attack stat. If you want to check me on Twitch, make sure you do. That's where I do all my live theme teams, Pokemon sweeps, shiny hunting, and all other stuff. Now, I got 2 battles today, and they were really good. Now, this is a battle against, I'm not really sure, you can translate in the comment section for me, but he's got a very legitimate Among Us as the leading Pokemon. Now, I'm going to be running Darmanitan today. Now, this has got Gorilla Tactics and Choice Band. I tried to run a meme set the best I could do, so we're going to be running a max health set with max attack adamant nature. Now, I noticed that Darmanitan got the move Avalanche, so I thought that'd be really cool to use, right? A slow, bulky set with Avalanche. Now, we got U-Turn, Stone Miss, and Payback on there as well. So I went for an Avalanche here on the Among Us because I knew, like, maybe if the if the Among Us outsped me and I hit it with the Avalanche, it would do so much damage to it, right? So go for that, and with her max health, right, it gets a lot of health, which is nice. So instead of going for a Spore, which is really good, the Among Us is going to go for a Giga Drain, and Avalanche is absolutely going to dominate it in one shot. So that put me in a nice little lead there and got rid of a very, very bulky Pokemon. Now, Gorilla Tactics, if you don't know, obviously is the same effect as a Choice Band. Now, you're locked into using one move, so obviously Choice Band is the best item to use on that. Now, we got another totally legit Pokemon here, and I was thinking, okay, Copper Archer. Avalanche is not going to do much at all. I've got to swap out, right? I'll conserve it maybe a little bit later on in the game. So we're going to go into Luxray now. I thought I'd run Luxray on this team, and we got the Gut Tipper. So Guts obviously is boosted when you are status, right? And in this case, I'll be using the Flame Orb to actually burn myself and bolster my attack with Guts. Now, obviously, it ignores the attack drop from the burn, which is really nice. So, on this set, we got all the Fang moves, and we got Facade. So, Ice Fang, Thunder Fang, Fire Fang, and Facade. Max speed and max attack. So, popping that Fire Fang off does a lot of damage there. 3/4 to the big old elephant. And now, it's going to go for a Rock Tomb. Now, Rock Tomb doesn't do a lot of damage to me. However, it actually drops my speed by 1 stage. So, it's like, okay, I know that I can take this out, but there is a possibility that they could swap it out. Should I predict the swap, or should I just go for the obvious Fire Fang? I thought about this a little while. I was like, let's go for Fire Fang and see what happens. So they're going to swap out the Copper Archer, right? And now they're going to go into another totally legit Pokemon, which is the Urshifu, right? So I went for Fire Fang. Now, this was actually really, really funny. It doesn't do lots of damage there, but I get a burn, which is really, really lucky now. So I made a really good prediction, or I was hoping to make a good prediction. What I was going to do, right, is I'm going to swap out my Luxray, and on my team, right, I've got a Pokemon that has Anger Point, right? Now, when Anger Point, where the Pokemon with the ability Anger Point gets critted, it gets an Insta +6 in attack, and I was hoping it would use its signature move on my Crocodile, right, and give me an Insta +6 in attack, and we might be able to get it like a sweep going, right? So the Wicked Blow is going to be coming my way, and that's not going to do too much to Crocodile at all. Plus, it's burn too, which is really cool. So that's going to give me an instant +6 in attack. Anger Point is a very dangerous ability. It's hard to get it to activate in singles, right? I actually had a strategy to activate it on my Crocodile set, but in this case, it actually activated it on its own, which is like super, super cool. So this set was going to be running a Fling Landset Berry on Crocodile, and obviously what Landset Berry does is you fling the berry to the opponent, and it gives you the same effect as like a Focus Energy. Now we got Fling Landset Berry. I've got Aero Ace on here, but I didn't even need to use the Fling Landset Berry combination at all, right? Because I already had Anger Points. It's like, you know, I may as well go for Dynamax, and I'll go for an Aero Ace right here and boost my speed. Now, I was running Adamant Nature on Crocodile. I wanted to get the most out of his attack as possible. With a +6 in attack too, that'll be hitting for like wild amounts of damage, right? So we're going to big old Crocodile. Looks pretty cool, right? Only in Australia, people. And now we're going to go to close combat from the Urshifu. I do live that because of my Dynamax, and of course it is burnt too. It does outspeed me, but after this max Airstream, it is not going to outspeed me, right? So we got the Airstream up, I've got +6 in attack, and the Urshifu is going to go down. And this set is very, very dangerous. It's even more dangerous than a Moxie set because you get an insta +6. The thing about it, it's very, very hard to tank a critical hit and then somehow like sweep afterwards. So a lot of the time, like in doubles, you use stuff like 100% critting moves, like, you know, use like loads and loads of strategies you can do in doubles, but in singles it's a lot harder, right? So out comes a Mew. I don't know how this Mew's even named that way. Can you even do like that? Is that an Omega symbol? I'm not sure, but I'm not even sure what that nickname even meant there, but I don't even know if some of those, those characters are even possible, man. That Mew was looking very sus, you know what I'm saying? So we got a big old Dynamax Mew here. I was curious. I'm like, okay, Dynamax Mew. Even if they're Dynamaxing their Mew, right, I've got +6 in attack. Man, this is going to hit really hard. This will take it out. There's no way that Mew can live. Even if it's running like max health and max defense, Mew is not going to be living this one. So anyway, I was like, okay, well, they wasted their Dynamax here. That's fine. Unless they got something like a Focus Band or Focus Sash or, I don't know, like something weird like that. So go for that one, and they've got a Focus Sash. It lives on 1 health. That's the first time I've seen a Focus Sash Mew in Generation 8. I mean, I think I've seen one in Generation 7, but in Generation 8, that's the first time. So now, a totally legit Mew here is going to go for a Max Knuckle. I'm like, okay, that's actually not going to take me out. And the great thing about it, right, is I'm actually going to consume my Lancet Berry. Now, the Lancet Berry that was, meant to be flung at the opponent to get them to crit me is now going to give me a critical hit chance, which is going to be wild because I've got +6 in attack, and I've got a chance of critting as well, like a 2 out of 3 chance. So this is going to be hitting for like crazy, crazy amounts of damage. So now they're thinking, okay, well, we've just activated a Lancet Berry on a +6 Crocodile. Things, aren't going too well. So go for another Max Airstream here, just in case there was any other speedy Pokemon on the team or Choice Scarf users. So I've got +6 in attack, a 2 out of 3 chance of critting, and I've got +2 in speed. Like, this is a very, very threatening Pokemon. So down goes the Dynamax Mew, and also they've got they have the ability to Dynamax like no more. Like, they've already used up that opportunity. So now we've got 3 more Pokemon left. Can we get this Crocodile sweep? It'll be straight fire if I do. So I'm going to be out of the Dynamax now, and Hydreigon is going to slide into the battle. All I've got to hit this thing is Aero Ace, but I've got +6. A chance of critting, and I was quite confident that, Aero Ace would definitely take this out. So go for the Aero Ace on the Hydreigon, outspeeding it, and it fails to take it out. Man, can someone do that damage count for me? Did I get min damage? I'm really not sure. But anyway, Hydreigon takes me out with a flamethrower. I tried for the Anger Point Crocodile sweep. I was very, very close. The thing about it is I actually didn't get a crit from the Lancet Berry, which I would have got the crit then. Anyway, we're going to go to Hustle Durant there with the Blunder Policy first impression, and Hydreigon's first impression was that and just got beaten by a bug. Now, we've got 2 more Pokemon. We've got Copperaja, which we've seen earlier on, which is totally legit, and we've got one other Pokemon as well. Now, I've only lost 1 Pokemon myself, so I'm in a very, very strong place right now. So in comes the Copperaja. Now we've got a max speed and max attack Durant. I gave this Adamant Nature because Blunder Policy with Hustle, say if Hustle misses, Blunder Policy comes into effect and give it a +2 in speed, right? So go for Stomping Tantrum, and the Copperaja is going to go down. So I've taken all of their team out except for 1 Pokemon, and I've only lost 1. So their last Pokemon was, it was a great Pokemon, but it wasn't, it's not a super fast Pokemon, Tyrant. It's like, okay, the only way this could possibly sweep my team would it be getting like Dragon Dance up or something like that. But regardless of I'm in a very strong position now. So on this set, I've got Aero Ace, Metal Claw, get those Metal Claw boost, people. We got Stomping Tantrum and First Impression. So I went for a Metal Claw on the Tyranta, and it's going to miss, right, unfortunately, due to Hustle. So Blunder Policy is going to kick in. Not that it really mattered, because I already outsped the Tyranta anyway. And Tyranta is going to have Flamethrower, oh, man. So it's one of those sets that pretty much has it purely for Ferrothorn. That's normally why you run, Fire Blast or Flames, right? So down goes my Durant. That was a little bit unlucky there. I'm not saying I would have one-shotted it, but it would have done a fair bit of damage, right? So into Lux right now, I don't have too much to hit this for super effective. I was a little bit worried that it could have weakness policy as well, so I didn't really want to activate that. So I thought, you know what, let's go for a Guts Thunderfang. I may even get a Paralyzer or I may even get a Fleech. It should hit reasonably hard. So go for Thunderfang, does close to half health, and now it's going to have Earthquake. So like, okay, it's a mixed Tyranitar set. And Luxray is going to be going down to that one. So now I've suddenly lost like 3 Pokemon. Like, okay, I've got Darmanitan. You know it's a very, very slow set, so I'm not sure I want to swap that in because it could have Stone Edge, right? Now we're going to be running Marill with huge power, another boosting attack, so obviously the attack stat is doubled. I decided to run Marill over Azumarill because I just wanted a little bit of a challenge, right? This was fair. This had some fairly good, decent, like, Pokemon on it, so I had to give myself a bit of a challenge. So we got Belly Drum, Aqua Jet, Substitute, and Play Rough. I've got Max Health and Max Attack, obviously with Adamant Nature. Now at this stage, I thought I could go for Aqua Jet here, or I could go for Belly Drum. I might be able to get a Belly Drum off. You know, Citrus Berry heals me, and then maybe live Tyranitar's attack, right? Because we've seen Flamethrower, we've seen Earthquake. You know, how much is it really going to do to me? So it goes an Earthquake there, does a lot of damage. Unfortunately for me, it was a crit, so it would have been very, very close right here after my Citrus Berry activates. I think if it wasn't a crit, I would have got that Belly Drum off, and then I would have been able to go for a +6 Belly Drum Aqua Jet in the sand. I would have probably gone down to sand. It would have been very, very close, but I could have got a +6 Aqua Jet off against this Tyranitar. So go for an Aqua Jet there. It doesn't take Tyranitar out, obviously, and there's no weakness policy. And now Tyranitar is going to go for an Earthquake on my Marill, and it's going to sit it down and put it in a little sleep. So I've got 2 more Pokemon left. I've got my Darmanitan, and I've got one other Pokemon being Heracross. It's like, okay, let's use Heracross. Mox is extremely good ability, so I had to make this set, you know, a pretty good meme run. So we got Fury Cutter, Endure, Reversal, and Night Slash. Now, this set was all based around Fury Cutter, and it was also based around Endure as well. You could go for Endure, take a big hit, and then go for a fully, powered up reversal there. I just went for a Disrespect Fury Cutter and took out the Tyranitar, and that, my friends, is the first battle. If you ever seen this battle, I'm not sure what your name is, but GG, if you ever see this battle on YouTube, thank you for the battle, man. I love your Mewtwo, Mew's name. It was wild. I wanted someone to figure out what that name actually said. Okay, the next battle is against Ianin. I'm not sure how to say that properly. These were battles on my Twitch, but these ones were against randoms, I'm pretty sure. So the first Pokemon is a Gardevoir. So, okay, this is fine. Let's go into Darmanitan. And then what happened, right? Gardevoir actually traced my Gorilla Tactics, like Gorilla Tactics Gardevoir, only on PIMPNITE's channel. So we can go for anything here. I could go for Avalanche. I was like, okay, I might just go for U-Turn and swap in another Pokemon. U-Turn should do some okay damage to Gardevoir. Gardevoir's defenses aren't amazing unless they're running like, you know, a bulky set. So go for U-Turn, and even those speed EVs, I outspeeded it. And oh my god, I one-shotted it with the Choice Band of U-Turn. That just shows you how broken Gorilla Tactics actually is. Like, on Darmanitan, it's such a powerful ability. So going to Marill now, I thought I might be able to sneak up a Belly Drum, and in comes Lunala. Now, Lunala's got a very good ability. I could pop a Belly Drum here, but I wasn't confident I could get a Belly Drum up. Firstly, I wasn't going to outspeed it, so I had to leave its first attack, do a Belly Drum, and then attack it with Aqua Jet. I wasn't too confident that was actually going to be a thing. So I went for Aqua Jet just to break its ability and do a little bit of damage to it. Right. Now we got the Moongeist Beam from the Lunala. I kind of guessed that Moongeist Beam was going to be coming my Marill's way. I thought about running an Everlight set instead of Citrus Berry, but I didn't really reap like any different results on it, so I felt like Citrus Berry was more handy. So somehow there I lived on 2 health. Don't ask me how I lived. It must just be because I was running max health. That max health changed everything. So I thought, okay, I could go for another Aqua Jet and just send in another Pokemon here and, take it up. So Marill's going to go for a Aqua Jet right there on the Lunala. Does a little bit more damage, and now Lunala's going to go for a Moonlight. I'm like, oh man, they really want to preserve their ability. I really wish that I could have gone for a Belly Drum then, but I didn't have enough health. It was sort of like the first battle. So go for another Aqua Jet there. I want to get some sort of damage on this Pokemon, and now it's going to go for the Side Shock, and, Marill is definitely going to go down to that one. But good job there, Marill. You did pretty good. I got to see a lot of its moves, so it was important that I seen some of those moves, to know what I was up against. So I thought, okay, let's go into Crocodile now. I haven't seen Moonblast or anything like that, so I'm quite confident I might be able to live a crit on this Crocodile. So I thought, okay, Fling, Land Set Berry, you know, that'll do some okay damage. Plus, he'll get the Lunala like a crit, right? And then if it crits me, I'll get Anger Point again, and we might be able to get like an Anger Point sweep gun. So flinging my Land Set Berry at the opponent in hopes that they'll actually crit me with their move. And as they crit me, I don't go down, right? So Lunala is going to be forced to eat a berry. Imagine being forced to eat a berry IRL. That would not be very nice. So now we got a Moonblast. Sorry, not a Moonblast, a Moonlight here. So it's going to be healing itself up again. So I'm like, damn. I mean, I could go for Dankus Lariat, but I really want to be critted by this thing. Like, I've given it the berry, so I don't really want to take it out. So I thought, okay, let's go for Airways. I just give it a light hit, and then I'll finish it off with, you know, Dankus Lariat after. So doing about as much as the Meryl did there, and then it's got Moonblast. Come on, man. So, Croconite was going to go down. That was very unfortunate, and it crit me. Of course it crit me. That's the problem with this, that sort of Land Set Berry set. You got to withstand the crit, right? It normally has to be a not very effective move, or you have to be using a very bulky Pokemon, right? So now we're going to go into Heracross here. Heracross is a Moxie set. It's not ideal for reversal. The best I can do is Night Slash. I can't afford to go for a Endure here. I just want to attack this thing and finish it off. So Lunala tanks my Night Slash there, and it's going to go for Moonlight again. Like, this thing's stalling me out. I really do love that shiny Lunala too. Looks really, really cool. Also, I've almost got every single theme team figured out before the Crown Tundra as well. So I've got about 8 more theme teams coming your way before the Crown Tundra. I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, so back to the battle here. I Shrek that Lunala and got the Moxie, so +1 at attack. Now the EVs and IVs on this, obviously it was max speed and max attack. I ran Jolly Nature because I wanted the extra bit of speed, and Moxie would make up for me not having Adamant in attack. So we got Solgaleo here. Solgaleo is a very, very bulky Pokemon. I thought about actually going for maybe an Endure and then a really like powered up Reversal, right? So go for that Endure, and instead of attacking me with that, it went for Metal Burst. I'm like, what? Okay, I wasn't expecting that, so kind of a cool move on there. I could go for Night Slash here. That will do a lot of damage with the Moxie up. Or I could start going for Fury Cutter and try and get those Fury Cutter boosts going like all in a row. So I thought, okay, let's go for Fury Cutter. Let's see how much it's going to do, right? So go for Fury Cutter on Solgaleo. It lands. It does some pretty fire damage. And now we got a Zen Headbutt from Solgaleo. I was like, oh no. Oh no. And I lived on 6 health. This is beautiful. So now what I can do is I can eat my berry, which is a Salac Berry. I thought to give myself a Salac Berry. Even with the Jolly Nature, I can obviously be outsped by stuff. But not now. I'm going to be very, very fast. So go for another Endure here. I thought they'd just attack me again. And instead of going for that, they went for Morning Scum. I was like, man. Oh. So the Moonlight Lunala, and the Morning Sun Solgaleo. Okay, they both want to heal themselves apparently. So all right, I can go for a Reversal here. That'll be very, very powerful with the Moxie up. So popping that one up on the Solgaleo and hoping for the best, and it drops it in one shot. So goodbye Solgaleo. I could have done that earlier, but I just wanted to get the 1 health so I could low-key plug my merch. Anyway, so getting another Moxie up, we got +2 in attack, and now comes the inevitable Mars Shadow. So okay, I can't really swap out here. I've got +2 in attack. It could go Spectral Thief. I'm going to outspeed it, but I know that it's going to go for a Shadow Sneak. Most of the time, it'll have Shadow Sneak just to finish stuff off right, Technician. So here's the Shadow Sneak, and my Heracross is going to go down. Now, I will note right there, they did not have any Pokemon to stop their Heracross sweep. That was the only one. So that would have been a definite Heracross sweep there if that wasn't a wrap. So going to Durant now, I'm still in a very strong position. I thought, okay, I can go for a Durant and I can go for Max Airstream. Now with the Hustle ability, you can get around it by doing Dynamax, and Durant's a very, like any speedy Hustle Pokemon is pretty strong with Dynamax, right? Especially if you can give them like a speed boost and an attack boost, or they're just generally fast already. Like it works very, very nicely. It gets them. I was also thinking the other day too, but with our Dragonite coming back into the Crown Tundra, with Multi-Scale and Weakness Policy and Dynamax and Max Airstream, that thing is just going to be broken. You know what I mean? It's going to be so strong. I might use it day one just for a meme, and that's about it. We'll have to go back to like a rap set or something like that. But seriously, it's going to be a very, very powerful Pokemon. So getting that nice crit there on the Rhyperior swapping, giving me a +1 in speed. I can go for a Max Steel Spike there. That'll do some enormous damage to Rhyperior. Or I could go for Max Quake to actually bolster my special defense. Now, Rhyperior is going to swap out, and the Mars Shadow is going to come back in. So, like, okay, Mars Shadow coming back into this one is an interesting play. I'm using a stab move. It's going to be doing a lot of damage, right? So, Mars Shadow just manages to hold on and live that one. I get a +1 defense. So, it can only go for a Shadow Sneak here, and that's pretty much about it. I've got another max airstream. I'm running on this one, max speed and max attack, adamant nature. So blunder policy was making up for my speed. So go for max quake on the Mars Shadow. I managed to outspeed it before I can use like Spectral Thief or anything like that. And it's going to go down and give me a +1 in special defense. And I've got a +1 in defense too, which is going to make Durant very, very bulky too. And it's going to have a lot of attack. So all that's left now is the Rhyperior and one other Pokemon that I know that I can take out. So I'm in an extremely strong position here. Now, the only thing about Hustle is you can actually miss with it. That's the only downside to it when you use it. So you have like an extra boost in power, but it's sort of traded off with you missing. So go for Metal Claw, and of course it's going to miss there. Blunder Policy is going to come into effect. That doesn't really matter too much. I was going to outspeed the rest of the team. Now Rhyperior is going to go for Earthquake. I thought it might have that. Normally it always has Earthquake, or maybe a Fire Punch or something like that. So I've got another Metal Claw, I've got a Stomping Tantrum. I thought, okay, with Blunder Policy and, I'm not Truant, Wrong team. With the Hustle, I can go for Stomping Tantrum, right? And that'll get doubled in base power because I missed. And that'll definitely take out the Rhyperior. Unfortunately, it missed again, so like, man, that really sucks. So now Rhyperior is going to go for Rock Blast there. I just managed to land on 6 health after getting hit by, 5, which is very, very scary. I could go for another Stomping Tantrum. I missed 3 times in a row. I missed Metal Claw, Stomping Tantrum, then Stomping Tantrum. Then I got disrespected by Mega Horn. That's not fair right there. I was purely set up to beat the last couple of Pokemon. Okay, so all I've got left is my Luxray and my Darmanitan that wasn't the fastest Pokemon out there, right? Since I was running max attack and max speed. So Luxray can go for Ice Fang. It does not have its guts up. It can go for Earthquake against me, but I'm going to get one shot at Rhyperior, right? So go for the Ice Fang on Rhyperior. I was hoping for a Freeze Axe, and it didn't happen. Even a Flinch would have been nice. Now Rhyperior is going to pop up that Earthquake, and Luxray is going to get one shot at. Man, that Durant miss made such a big change to this battle. So my last Pokemon was my Darmanitan. As you know, I've got the Guerrilla Tactics Avalanche one. I could go for Avalanche. It's going to be it's definitely going to take the last 2 Pokemon out. It's whether I can outspeed them and live the attacks. So go for the Avalanche on the Rhyperior. Rhyperior is going to actually outspeed me here, and that does so much damage to me, even with the max health. And it hits me twice and 3 times. Unfortunately, I got outsped there, and I got unlucky with all the 3 misses in a row. Actually meant I lost the battle. The last 2 Pokemon, I knew that I could take it up. It was just a shame that I missed those ones there. Thank you for the battle. I hope you people enjoyed both these. It was a very, very fun theme team to do. A very powerful one too. All right, peace out.